Did you spend a lot of money on a Universal Audio Apollo and you get on Zoom? Well, this is how crappy you sound by default. This sounds terrible. Sounds like I'm in a tin can wrapped up in foil with a space helmet wedged over my face. But with just a few clicks, ha ha ha, this sounds a lot better now, doesn't it? Yeah, a little more natural, not as sounding. Let me show you how to do it real quick. Now, I gotta switch back to the crappy sound for a moment before we get it fixed so we can hear the shift. If you have a Mac, definitely follow these steps. If you're on a PC, it may sound okay, but go ahead and load up your Zoom and change the settings just to make sure you don't sound crappy. First and foremost, you need to update your Zoom to the latest version available. On a Mac, you go to zoom.us and do check for updates. And oh, I got the latest update. Yay! But you most likely have an update to run. Download, install it, and once it's done installing, launch Zoom again and resume this video. Go ahead and open up your Zoom, and you don't have to be in an active meeting to set this up. So on the Mac, you're going to hit Command comma. That opens your preferences, or you go up to zoom.us and go to preferences. It'll open this window. You'll start on the general tab. We want to go to the audio tab, and we want the speaker to be Universal Audio Thunderbolt, and we want the microphone to be Universal Audio Thunderbolt. Let's make it stop sounding so bad. Okay. You're going to go down to this new, you see that button? New button. Click on Use Specific Audio Input Channels. Yours might say 8 channels, 16, 32. Doesn't matter what the number is. Just click on this right here. Opens a new window. Click on Clear Selection. Click 1 and 2. This is for if you have 1 or 2 microphones. And that's it. Everything else is unchecked. You see that? Just 1 and 2 are checked. I'm going to click Save. Ah, that sounds better, doesn't it? That's the bare minimum you need to do to make yourself sound normal and clear and not sound like shit. However, there's a few more steps you can do to make it sound even better. Now, you may have Zoom Optimize Audio checked by default here. What I want you to do is scroll down and click on Original Sound for Musicians. What this does is when I click on it, it enables the option for me to make my audio even higher quality every time I'm on a new call. More on that in a second. But in here, I want you to check high fidelity music mode. If you never have Zoom playing over speakers and you only have headphones on when you're in Zoom, then go ahead and uncheck echo cancellation. But if there's times where you use speakers and not headphones, keep echo cancellation checked. We're just using our mono voice, so we don't need stereo audio. Keep that unchecked. And scroll down to the very bottom here and go to advanced and see echo cancellation. Make sure this is set to auto and not aggressive. All right, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna close this window. And now that I'm in an actual Zoom call, I'm in a live call right now with this handsome fellow. Hey, Jordan. Hi, JR. How are you? My name's Jordan. Oh, but I'm Jordan. Spider-Man meme. Every time you're in a Zoom call now, you can improve the sound of your audio with this button up here. So see how it says Original Sound for Musicians off? Imagine this language was different. Instead of Original Sound for Musicians, I hate the language. What it should be called is High Quality Audio off. It's not that it sounds bad, right? The sound's totally solid, but there's still some Zoom compression stuff happening on my voice, and I can make it sound even better if I'm in a workshop or teaching or on a Zoom call with a client who's listening to my studio fidelity. When I go up here and I click on this button, it changes to Original Sound for Musicians on. And what that means is high fidelity audio is now on. And you should have heard a slight shift in my audio. And now I'm sending audio that's practically as good as like a Source Connect call or a raw WAV file. It's very clean, uncompressed, totally clear. The one thing to be aware of though is sometimes when you turn this on, it makes your overall audio to the listener, the client, the teacher, whoever else is in Zoom, your audio volume may go down a little bit because now Zoom's extra compression and processing is turned off. However, the change shouldn't be too dramatic when you're switching between Original Sound for Musicians on or off. I'm talking with the normal Zoom compression on. Hello, hello, hello. Now I am talking with my raw high fidelity mode on. But overall, turning this mode on is never going to be a risk where it's like, oh my God, they're just so quiet. I can't even hear them at all. So I encourage you to probably use this button more often than not to really show off how amazing your expensive Apollo sounds when you're in a workshop or with a client or whatever. Just show off your sound. You paid money for it. If you found this video helpful, oh, well, that's just the tip of the iceberg, my friend. You paid a lot of money for that Apollo. Don't you want to learn how to do everything with it? Then be sure to check out my Ultimate UAD Apollo course for voice actors. I cover everything that's relevant to voice actors. There's a lot of stuff that's really overwhelming about this UAD console software, and it doesn't have to be. I show you how to use premium plugins like the Avalon 737 here, and even teach you how to use the free plugins that came with your Apollo, like the Precision Channel Strip. I'll show you how to build your own custom chain to make it not sound terrible, and how to optimize your workflow to where you can control how loud your system audio is in your headphones, or how loud your DAW is, and optimize DAW playback for clients, and so much more. So be sure to check out the link below. If you found this video helpful to where your voice doesn't sound like anymore on Zoom, yay, congrats. Go ahead and like this video and give me a subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Take care.